You're scrolling through social media and you spot it. The perfect coat or dress. The one that screams, "You need me in your life." You rush to the event, heart pounding, wallet ready, only to find out it's locked behind a Fatpack. Not just any Fatpack, but one so pricey, it feels like you're being asked to pay for an all-you-can-eat buffet when all you wanted was a single slice of cake. Sound familiar? Well, if you've ever questioned why you need 30 colors of the same outfit to get the one you actually want, stick around. Because today, we're tackling the Fatpack dilemma head on. It's going to be fun and a little spicy. Let's unpack what makes Fatpacks so divisive. First, let me explain what a Fatpack is for anyone who might not know. Think of it like this. It's kind of like buying Krispy Kreme donuts. You go to the store and you can buy one for $2.50. But then they tempt you. Buy 3 for $6. That's a deal, right? And the more you buy, the better the deal. This is a general rule in life. Buying in bulk tends to save you money. But here's where Second Life Fatpacks flip the script. Sure, some of them follow that logic. You get a bunch of items for a fair discount. But for most, it's a total rip-off. Imagine Krispy Kreme advertising this absolutely glorious donut, the one that makes you drool just looking at it. But when you get to the counter, they tell you, "Oh, you can't just buy that one. You have to buy 30 donuts to get that one special donut." Like, excuse me? I just wanted the one. That's exactly what's wrong with Second Life Fatpacks. Instead of giving you a deal, it feels like they're holding your favorite item hostage until you fork over way more than you wanted to spend. It's not a deal, it's a shakedown. Before we dive into this topic, I want to give you a quick heads up. This video is going to mention names and show examples. If you're not open to a little constructive criticism, now might be the time to step away. This is coming from a consumer's point of view because creators don't share their financial insights, leaving us to speculate about the choices they make. This discussion has been sparked by numerous comments and conversations about Fatpacks, a topic that tends to divide opinions sharply. And that's okay. Healthy debate is what keeps our community vibrant. But let's keep it civil. If my views lead you to ban me from your store, that's your prerogative. And honestly, it won't affect my choices much because we always have alternatives. That said, we do need to talk about Fatpacks. Whether you love them, hate them, or fall somewhere in between, it's a conversation worth having. Let's explore why they can be both a blessing and a frustration for consumers like me, and maybe for you too. I've never been a fan of Fatpacks. To me, they just don't make sense. It's like walking into Target or Meijer if you're feeling fancy and don't mind paying $80 for something you could get for $10 at Target and seeing a wall of t-shirts in every color imaginable. Now imagine picking one of every single color and walking out with 20 shirts. No discount, no deal, just a whole pile of shirts that you're unlikely to wear. Like, why? Who actually does that? Now, don't get me wrong, I've bought multiples of the same item before. I mean, I've bought 3 of the same white t-shirt because I liked it so much, and having a backup in case one gets ruined or ends up in the wash is just practical. Or maybe it's a work shirt, and you need 5 of the same style to get through the week. That makes sense. But 20 shirts in different colors? No chance. I don't care how great the fit is. I'm not about to rock neon green or highlighter yellow just because it's part of the set. This is a topic I've always wanted to discuss, but for one reason or another, never quite got around to. That is, until recently, when something happened that tipped me right over the edge. it wasn't just one time either. In the span of a month, I came across not one, but two outrageously priced Fatpacks. And let me tell you, that was it. The final straw. It makes my blood boil. I just don't get it. Why are these prices so high for a virtual product? What's the logic here? Where's the value? So, here I am, finally talking about it. Let's break this down together, because I know I can't be the only one questioning this madness. This whole saga began when I was casually scrolling through social media, and bam, there it was. A coat so cool it practically jumped out of the screen and slapped me in the face. And here's the funny part. It wasn't even for me. This was a men's coat. But in my head, I could already see Taja rocking it like a boss, and I was buzzing with ideas for a video we could create around it. So naturally, I rushed to the event, heart racing, ready to see this masterpiece in person. And oh, it didn't disappoint. There it was, looking every bit as glorious as I'd imagined. I was hyped. Like, take my money now hyped. But then, reality hit me like a brick. My face dropped. Why? Because this amazing coat wasn't sold individually. It was locked away in a Fatpack with 6 other exclusive coats. All stunning, sure, but I only wanted the one. I tried to stay optimistic. Okay, Pris, I thought. Maybe the Fatpack price will make it worth it. Let's check it out. And then I saw it. 3,800 lindens. Let that sink in. 3,800 linden dollars. If my face hadn't hit the floor already, it was now in the basement. The brand is called Legal Insanity. And I have to say, they really live up to the name, because if charging 3,800 lindens for a Fatpack isn't insanity, then I don't know what is. I mean, where's the logic? Where's the consumer love? It was a moment that had me questioning everything about Fatpacks. And don't even get me started on the real-world equivalent of 3,800 lindens in dollars, because honestly, I don't care. This is a virtual platform, not a high-end boutique in Paris. Like any good video game, I indulge in aesthetics. It's part of the fun. But let's be clear, this is not real life, and I am definitely not here to pay your real-life bills. So, for the sake of this video, we're sticking to linden dollars, okay? Let's keep it in the realm of where we are. Second Life. Virtual world, virtual currency. End of story. You know what? I need a drink after all of this. Where's my wine? This jacket, this Fatpack, has truly pushed me to the edge. Somebody sends help, or at least a bottle of something strong. Before the coat saga, there was another Fatpack fiasco that had me questioning my sanity. Funny enough, this one was also for men, and it came from a creator I absolutely adore. Let me say this up front. I love Deadwool. Their men's clothing is top-tier brilliance. But this Fatpack, it was ridiculous. I told Taja, you have to buy this jacket and some pants. It was perfect for winter with snow on the shoulders and on the pants. So, Taja bought a jacket and pants. He didn't need a whole bunch of colors. He already has plenty of other winter outfits, so he's not about to wear the same coat and pants for the entire season. There's so much incredible clothing out there, and we both love showcasing different creators. Why lock yourself into one Fatpack when you can mix and match from so many talented designers? But then the confusion began. He couldn't figure out how to add the snow effect. No HUD, no option. We were baffled. So I went back to the display, thinking maybe we missed something, and boom, there it was in fine print. The snow effect was tied to the Fatpack. Of course it was. I'm sorry, but I just can't justify buying an entire fat pack for one small feature, no matter how cool it is. On top of my head, I'm thinking of brands like Gork. When you buy a single shirt, it comes with 3 textures: simple, practical, and consumer-friendly. Why do I need to fork over an overpriced fat pack to get a different texture? It's mind-boggling. Let's talk cowboy boots. These boots, gorgeous. The creator, top-notch. One pair is 359 lindens. Fair enough, I can get behind that. Now don't get me wrong, I love a good fat pack for shoes. Shoes are one of those things you might want in every color because they go with everything. Except, let me tell you about the time I bought these high-knee red boots. Why red? To this day, I don't know. I've never worn them. And every time I see them, I ask myself, Pris, why didn't you just go with black or white like a normal person? Anyway, back to these cowboy boots. Naturally, I thought, what's the price of the fat pack? Oh, you know, just a casual 2,199 lindens. Excuse me? What? The fat pack includes all leather colorways. What does that even mean? Are there secret colors in there? So, I checked the demo to see the HUD. And guess what? The demo costs 1 linden. Now listen, I know it's just 1 linden, but why? Some vendors do this for reasons that escape me, and sure, some refund it. But others? Nope. And if you're going to make me pay for a demo, at least tell me up front if I'm getting my linden back. Because 1 linden might not seem like much, but it adds up. And if I'm about to drop 2,199 lindens, I'm not in the mood to feel nickel and dimed over a demo. But that's okay, because we've got brands like Pure Poison to the rescue. Their work? Stunning. Their fat packs? Affordable. Get this, 299 lindens for the whole fat pack. And if you're in their group, it's just 240 lindens. Oh, and here's a novel idea. They give you a demo for free too. Shocking, right? So explain this to me. How is paying 2,199 lindens for a fat pack from someone else justified? Is this a luxury thing? Like, is one brand supposed to be the Dior of Second Life and the other Target? And if that's the case, who decides? Where's the virtual fashion council handing out these labels? Because honestly, Pure Poison's quality is top tier, and somehow they don't feel the need to drain my wallet dry just to own a pair of boots. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? Dior or not, at the end of the day, we're all just clicking on shoes for our avatars. One of my subscribers hit the nail on the head with a comment that perfectly summed up this frustration. They said, "One thing that really annoys me, especially with clothing sellers, is having to buy a fat pack to get flowers on a dress. Downloading that flower's texture to Second Life costs the same as any single texture, yet the buyer is forced to pay a shockingly high price just to access it." And honestly, they're absolutely right. That comment was another reason I knew I had to make this video. It perfectly encapsulated what so many of us feel, but might not say out loud. Why are we being forced into these fat packs for features that should be basic options? Now, let's talk about my biggest gripe with fat packs. Why on earth do I need the same dress in 300 colors? Seriously, can someone who regularly buys fat packs explain this to me? Do you actually use all the colors? Because I'm sitting here with an inventory that's already bursting at the seams, and I'd bet good money that half of what I've bought is still packed and buried so deep, I'd need an archaeological team to find it. I'll admit, there are some cases where fat packs make sense. Bomb, undies, and stockings? Sure. Maybe even a scarf. Those are the kind of versatile items where having multiple options feels practical. But a full wardrobe of every shade imaginable, that's where I'm lost. And okay, I'll also own up to being indecisive. There are times I can't pick just one color, so I'll buy two, maybe even three if I'm feeling wild. But there are colors I know I'll never wear, no matter how hard I try to branch out. I mean, I've made a real effort to push myself into wearing different shades, but at the end of the day, I stick to my favorites. Fatpacks just feel like overkill most of the time. Do I really need a neon green version of that elegant gown? So there I was, casually scrolling through Facebook, when a pair of jeans caught my eye. They looked fantastic, so I decided to check them out at the event. First rule of shopping: always try the demo, especially if it's from a vendor you've never purchased from before. I did just that, and guess what? Loved them. In my mind, I was already set on the red ribbon version, and at 199 lindens, it seemed like a steal. But then the overthinker in me kicked in. What if I want a different ribbon color later? So I glanced at the Fatpack price, and here we go again. Face, meat floor, 1,650 lindens. Now don't get me wrong, 1,650 lindens isn't outrageous for a Fatpack. But in this case, it felt like I was paying for a black pair of jeans with a ribbon, and the extra cost was just for the privilege of changing the ribbon color via a HUD. Seriously? Let's put this into perspective. I can buy a trench coat for 299 lindens, one color, sure. But it comes with a shirt that allows free color changes as part of the package. The Fatpack for 20 colors is 1,499 lindens, which seems to be the average price for a Fatpack. The jeans, however, remain the same. So, why am I shelling out so much extra just to click a HUD and change a ribbon color? It blows my mind. And this common behavior in Second Life of tying the best colors or unique textures to an overpriced Fatpack? It's infuriating. At this point, I don't even know if it's a scam or just plain greed. There was another creator, I can't remember who, but they had both the black and white versions of their item locked behind a Fatpack. Meanwhile, the single colors available were shades I wouldn't wear, even if my avatar's life depended on it. Creators, be honest with us. Do you make more money selling Fatpacks or single items? Because if this trend is about profit margins, we'd love to understand it from your perspective. But if it's just about forcing us into Fatpacks, well, we've got a problem. On the flip side, there are creators like EK who handle this brilliantly. She offers a selection of 10 colors, just enough to provide variety without overwhelming you. And if you're feeling adventurous, sure, there's a Fatpack, but you're not forced into it to get the essentials. Do I want to see more colors from her? Honestly, no. She keeps it simple, and it works. And I get it. The whole, but I spent 40+ hours creating one product, so I deserve to be compensated for my time argument. Sure, that's valid. But here's the thing. When you chose to create content for Second Life, you knew what you were signing up for. This is a virtual platform with a virtual currency. You can't expect to be compensated at real-life rates. If you're making it your full-time job, kudos, that's absolutely amazing. But let's not forget that most of us are here for our own entertainment. I, for one, work 38 hours a week at a not-so-glamorous job to earn the money I might decide to indulge in Second Life. Whether or not that indulgence pays your bills is not my concern. And when I buy something, I don't want to feel ripped off. Nobody does. Yet in Second Life, I often feel that way more than I ever do in real life. It's like this. I spend 20+ hours a week brainstorming, creating, and editing these videos. imagine if I expected all of you to tip me for it. Or worse, if I lock my content behind a paywall. Pay to watch. Oh wait, someone else is already doing that. Awkward. Sure, it's nice to get a tip or earn a little something for your effort. But what's much better, what truly makes it worth it, is the sense of fulfillment and joy that comes from connecting with my audience. When people message me to say how much they love a video, ask about the brands I showcase, or even reach out for collaborations, it's priceless. Meeting new people, talking with creators, making new friends, and feeling like I'm contributing to this vibrant community, that's the real reward. And I wish more creators would see that side of things too. Let's take a look at Have Unequal, a brand I genuinely enjoy shopping from. They've nailed the balance between offering value and giving customers choices. Here's how. You can buy single colors for 260 lindens each, whether it's the coat or the pants. There are 25 colors in total, so if you were to buy them all individually, it would cost a whopping 6,500 lindens. But the Fat Pack? It's priced at just 1,599 lindens. That is how Fat Packs are supposed to be done, offering a significant discount for buying in bulk. This particular outfit has a holiday theme, right? But thanks to the HUD, it can easily pass as just a winter outfit for the rest of the season. Plus, 3 of the textures are unmistakably Christmas themed, with snowflakes and all. And here's the best part. If this were a brand like Legal Insanity, those Christmas textures would likely be locked behind the Fat Pack. But not with Have Unequal. Instead, it's entirely your choice. You can buy just the themed option or pick any other single texture without being forced into a Fat Pack. Even if you wanted 2 colors, it's still cheaper than buying Fat Packs. This approach gives you the freedom to mix and match while respecting your budget. It's a perfect example of how creators can offer value without making their customers feel trapped. Then, there are brands like Neve, which offer what I'd call mini Fat Packs. You can't buy their items individually, but instead, they're sold in themed color or graphic sets, and it's just 200 lindens per set. Even if you were to buy all 4 sets, it's still a bargain. You get a variety of options while keeping the pricing accessible, which makes their approach feel fair and customer-friendly. Neve's method offers flexibility without forcing you into an expensive full Fat Pack commitment. It's a smart middle ground that more creators should consider. Then you have brands like Sika, which sell their items by the body. So, you get a full set of colors, but it's for just one body. If you want the big Fat Pack covering all bodies, you pay more, because many people have more than one body these days. Their prices are reasonable. But here's where I do have an issue, and it pains me to say this, because I absolutely love salt and pepper. Read my lips. I love salt and pepper. They're one of my favorite brands. But when they changed their pricing approach to sell by the body, it really pushed a lot of items out of my budget. Plenty of brands have adopted this approach. Before, you could buy a single color for, say, 250 lindens. Now, they sell for 500 lindens per body. That gives you all the colors, which might sound great, but it's not great if all you wanted was one color. This is especially frustrating when it comes to multi-piece outfits. Say an outfit has 5 separates at 500 lindens each. You're paying double just to get all the separates for one body, even though all you needed was a whole outfit with a single color. And, I'm sorry, but telling me I'm getting 30 colors isn't a selling point for me when I only want one. So now, I find myself waiting for sales or saving up my store credit to afford these items. And that's a shame, because I'd happily buy full price single color separate if that option was still available. One brand that comes to mind is Blueberry, now closed, which used to lock their best colors, or at least the ones I wanted, behind Fatpacks. I remember it vividly because there was this one top I really wanted. A friend ended up buying me the Fatpack, which was so generous and kind. And I've never worn any of the other colors, not once. There was just that one color I loved, and that's all I've ever worn, despite having a rainbow of options sitting in my inventory. And look, I get it. Brands want to make money. They're businesses, after all. But most of us come to Second Life to relax and have fun. At this rate, though, someone's going to have to create a virtual Afterpay. Please don't, I'm kidding, mostly. Still, it's disappointing. Many of us work hard in real life, juggling high demands, stress, and responsibilities. When we log into Second Life, it's not just about shopping. It's about escaping, unwinding, and finding joy in this virtual world. Feeling priced out of that experience? It takes away a little of the magic. And yes, nobody's holding a gun to our heads, forcing us to shop. But for a lot of us, shopping is half the fun in Second Life. It's not just about grabbing shiny new outfits. It's about stumbling on amazing creations, supporting talented designers, and bringing your avatar to life in a way that feels uniquely you. My wallet doesn't magically refill itself, and there's so much more to support in this incredible virtual world. It's not just the shop owners who make Second Life special. It's the DJs spinning epic playlists that keep the party alive, the live singers pouring their souls into every performance, the venues creating breathtaking immersive spaces, and the role-play experiences that let you do things like go out for dinner in a way you can't exactly replicate in real life. There's so much more to Second Life than shopping and setting your Linden wallet on fire with Fatpacks. Supporting creators in other ways is just as rewarding, if not more. It's all about balance. And let's be honest, some Fatpacks are out here kicking that balance off the ledge and cackling as it falls. Sure, it's up to the creators to decide what they want to charge. But after spending far too much time poking around Fatpack prices for this video, here's what I've noticed. Most fashion creators stick to Fatpacks priced at 1,499 lindens or less. And yet, some Fatpacks out there are hitting the 2,000 plus lindens mark. And let me tell you, there is nothing to suggest they're offering anything extra for that premium price. So, creators, you can slap whatever price tag you want on your work just because you can. It's your prerogative. But locking the best textures behind a Fatpack that costs more than my weekly SL budget? That's where I throw my virtual hands in the air. Now, if you were to charge 300 lindens for a single color and maybe 500 lindens for some jazzy graphic or exclusive texture, I'm with you. That feels fair. But when you hit me with a 3,800 lindens Fatpack, just so I can get the one color I actually want? Nope, that's not a Fatpack. That's a hostage situation. Anyway, I think I've made my point about Fatpacks. Love them or hate them, they're a hot topic. At the end of the day, it's your Second Life, and your lindens are yours to spend however you like. Whether it's on Fatpacks, a skybox, or a spontaneous shopping spree that leaves your wallet crying for mercy. This is from a consumer's point of view, of course. But for creators, if you genuinely think overcharging for Fatpacks is justified because you're worth the price, and you're sleeping just fine at night, knowing that 3,800 lindens for one outfit is helping cover your real-life bills, then hey, more power to you. Just know that somewhere out there, a consumer is clutching their virtual wallet and muttering, Must be nice. And if those Fatpacks are keeping the lights on in your studio, at least throw in a free texture or two as a peace offering. It's all about balance, right? Rant is over. I want to hear your thoughts. I'm posting a couple of polls in the community tab because I'm genuinely curious. One for creators, do you sell more Fatpacks or single items? And one for consumers, do you love Fatpacks, hate them, or only buy them when you're feeling reckless? Don't hold back in the comments. Vent, rant, praise, or spill the tea. This is your chance to tell creators exactly what you think. And creators, I want to hear from you too. Defend your Fatpacks, explain your pricing, or tell us what really goes into the process. Who knows? Your feedback might spark some positive change, or at least some spirited debates. This is Priska Newall from Second Life Spectrum, reminding you to shop smart, have fun, and maybe think twice before dropping 3,800 lindens on a Fatpack when all you need is one color. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, whether you're shopping, dancing, or just complaining about Fatpacks with friends, let's keep Second Life as fun as it's meant to be.